Welcome to the Prospered Soul. This is episode 30. I have done it. 30 days of consistency. Again, this is my first podcast I've ever created or done or actually follow through with. um, and I have committed myself to show up every single day to open up my mouth and talk what was on my heart. I did some replays of episodes because I was playing with the technology and I was wondering if the music and I made it easy. I'm using Spotify and their technology is just so easy and they let you pick music at the click of a button. However, even though I would turn it down all the way to nothing because I loved how it fades in and fades out, but it was sometimes it just was too loud while I was talking. So there were some episodes where I really riffed and I felt like I really gave some gems and I replayed them without music so that you can hear what I had to say. Today's the last episode. And as far as daily, now we're going to once a week, most likely once a week. And I'm probably going to, because like I said, I had created episodes before on a podcast I was going to start a couple of years before, and they were really, really, really good, intentional episodes. So I'm probably going to cue those up and then get into my groove. Because you know what? I heard something really smart today, and it was deliver your rough draft. You know, deliver. You know how I forget what his name is, but he's an excellent marketer. And again, this is the thing why I didn't want to do. I kept putting off doing an audio or a video or something like that. Not that I'm afraid to show up, but that I would freaking forget what I had to say. So I would overthink and over prepare and never get it put out there because it takes a long time when you're editing and correcting and making better, you know? So this whole podcast has just been an effort of put it out there, put it out there, put it out there. And I've used different types of information, but it's all been information that's come from me intentionally, initially, you know? There isn't any person on this earth that has unique information. Like they're the only ones that know something. We all know the same things. It's about our point of views and how we explain it and the way that we look at it. And what I have learned through these 30 days of showing up faithfully is that it's not as hard as it has to be, number one. You can let it be easy and let go of what the result should be. Do I have a large readership or listenership? Maybe not right now, but I can't not record a podcast because I don't think anyone's going to listen to it. You never know who's listening to it. Their analytics, and it's kind of been known that podcast analytics isn't as accurate as like YouTube or, something like that. So who knows who's listening, you know? And my target, I just need for you, my target, to hear it and be empowered and to feel revived and to feel known and heard and to get consistent to be to be inspired to take consistent focused action. This podcast is about taking consistent focused action, not perfect action, but done is better than perfect. So um we're going to get into it. I am a business coach. I am a life coach. I have successes with my mind, with powering through regardless of what's happening around me, with continuing to move forward and make progress regardless of what's happening around me. That is what I've been able to do. That is what I can help you do. So buckle up. Come on in. Make sure you subscribe. Wherever you want to listen. I actually have options to be a lot of places. So currently I'm in Spotify, and I am in iTunes, and I am in Heart Radio, and I am in Amazon. I think I'm in Google Podcasts. I don't know if I've set up my Google Podcast, but I have the option to be a lot other places. And I'm thinking about maybe making this into a video podcast, because then I could use it on YouTube as a video, because now that I've gotten this podcast down, and I'm going to be showing up once a week to do the podcast. And the podcast for me is one where I get to talk off. It doesn't have to be perfect. I get to it's where I can guarantee to show up and to share something that the Spirit of God is moving through me to say. So, YouTube long form is more planned out, it's more methodical. That's YouTube long form. Instagram stories and Instagram reels are my next targets. Then I'll look at LinkedIn and Pinterest. But for right now, it's podcast always, and Instagram reels and stories, and YouTube long form. So let me encourage you. Is there something that you know? It's like the last quarter of the year. Even if it wasn't, even if it was January the 1st, who cares? Let go of time. Okay? If that's something that puts pressure on you, that makes you like takes away energy from you and makes it like harder, put creates resistance within you, then let's look at it this way. Every one of us that's an entrepreneurial natured person has something within us that we know we need to do. It does it. Why aren't you doing it? Do you feel like you may not remember what you need to say next? 'Cause I'm not using any script. I'm just talking off the cuff. Do you feel as if you might not sound intelligent enough? That you might forget something and be embarrassing. Remember my very first episode? I forgot the name of my podcast. Okay. Um, what is it that you think that you don't have? Because actually, you have everything, every single thing you need, anything and everything you need to, if you have an idea, you have everything you need to produce that idea. Maybe you need to let go of the quality of it, and just deliver your rough draft. Just put your rough draft out there, and put your next rough draft. What it means is just put the rough draft out there, not the corrected, perfected version. But put that out there, then go and do another one, 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 and keep doing other ones as you get better. Okay? And that way you have a whole bunch out there. I mean, look for me. I'm going to have a lot of content out there. At first, it might not be great, or it might be. I don't know. But I'm going to deliver. I'm going to show up. I'm going to do what I need to do, because I have people to reach. I have a gift that I need to share. And even no matter what age we are, we're not going to live forever. So let's get it done. All right? Okay. Well, again, if you would like to work with me, my information is in the show notes. If you need help getting clear on something, I am offering, at the time of this recording. Now, a year from now, if you're listening a year from now, I might not be doing it, but at the time of this recording, I am having, I didn't know what to name it. It's called a strategy session, but I'm probably going to like give it a better name for it to be actually what it is. It's helping you get clear on something. Why stay stuck wondering? And, you know, let's remove the fog. And if you have questions, ask me. If you have ideas for what you would like to hear recorded or said, pop them in there. But thank you so much for listening. It has been a wonderful experience. I am going to sign off now from daily podcasts. I'm going to be going into my regular once a week podcast. Not exactly what day I choose to do it on. I'm going to listen to what my spirit says and see what works for my work schedule because I work full time. I am a full time I am a full time um, in corporate, and I have a beautiful job and I like it, but I'm also an entrepreneur that's building a business and I'm doing both. I did that one time where you burn the bridges and you just go out and you just do the entrepreneur and it wasn't smart. It put a lot of stress on my family for me. So now I'm doing it wisely this time. So let's meet up if we need to and see how we can help. Other than that, keep listening and thank you for listening. All right. Goodbye now.